not registered to vote, get voted. If you're registered to vote, get somebody else registered to vote. When the time comes, take them to go to vote. We got to get our people out.
Yeah, Frank.
Yeah. Anybody need? We got people right there. All right. At this time, we're going to have John Kennedy, who represents the Portage County NAACP. It's my brother in Christ, and a hard-working guy. Dr. Nelson had a death in the family. She was going to be here today. We have a lot of people in the Kent Interfaith who have been sick. So we want to say, to let you know that they are here. Pray for our brothers and sisters. You have family members. You have community members. We have people across this country that need our prayers. This is a prayer vigil. So please make sure that you say, when you get down on your knees tonight, say a special prayer for everybody. All right? Mr. Kennedy.
Thank you, Mr. Hairston. Thank you, first of all, for coming out on a really chilly, cold night. It feels like the coldest night we've had in some time. I want to start out with what today is not about. Today is not a day to commemorate the angry, violent mob that attacked our nation's capital a year ago. A violent assault on the people and the democratic institutions we elect them to serve as our representatives of. Today is not a day to commemorate the hate and the darkness that inspired, organized, and fomented the violence we witnessed on that terrible day a year ago. We are not here on this cold evening to celebrate any of the actions that led to and culminated in the shocking yet not surprising violent attempt to overthrow a valid, fair, and hard-fought election. No, we are here on this cold evening to show solidarity with one another, to stand hand in hand with all of you, with the Kent Interfaith Alliance for Racial Reconciliation and Justice, KIFA, the Kent League of Women Voters, and the Portage County NAACP. And also with all of you, our entire beloved community, as Dr. Nelson often refers to the community as. We are here to say with one clear voice that we stand together, and that the forces of light and goodness and faith are strong enough to overcome any and all who breed dissent, distrust, and destruction. Destruction not just of buildings, but of the sacred bonds that unite all of us. For today is a day of remembrance and unified action. No, we won't forget anytime soon what happened on January 6th, 2021. But now, let us pivot beyond that horrible event and concentrate our efforts and set our sights on the path forward, one paved with truth and one that leads to justice for all. With that in mind, let's unify and rally behind these truths, which we know to be self-evident, but are truths we nonetheless need to say out loud from time to time. That we support the inalienable human right to be recognized as full and complete human beings, regardless of skin color, religious belief, or who we choose to love. That we support the right to vote for all, and that efforts to thwart, deter, intimidate, or deny that sacred right to cast a vote is not only repugnant, but immoral and wrong. And that we will work together in solidarity to push our neighbors, our communities, and those we elect to public office to see that greater voter access and enfranchisement as the end goal that we should be fighting for, not voter suppression and not disenfranchisement. Or, as our Portage NAACP President Dr. Nelson so eloquently put it, we should be striving to make casting a ballot in our elections easier, not more difficult.
Yeah.
But the fight to suppress and deny the franchise and suppress voter turnout is happening all across our country. As many of you know, There are efforts in our very own state, along with 30 or so other states. There's 400 some bills that have been introduced in one fashion or another that aim to suppress and deny the vote, to make it harder to vote, especially in our black and brown communities. Throwing up our hands will not suffice, not anymore. We need you. Your community, your county, your state and country needs you to be engaged now more than ever. That is our call to action on this cold January day, and we won't get there without you. So please join us. Become a member of the NAACP here with KIFA, the League of Women Voters. We have folks here to help you sign up, so please take this opportunity to do so. Now, I don't make guarantees in this life. I know better than to do that in this crazy world. But I will say this, we are in this together, and we will get there in solidarity together. Thank you for coming out on a cold January day to commemorate this, our solid pledge to stand up whenever you see injustice, to speak out whenever you see it, and to take action to bring an end to it. Justice requires our participation. Thank you, and God bless you all.